Hi guys, so 2 more weeks before the great day of Rosh Hashanah, the head of the Kabbalistic year, where everything's gonna start, the seeds that we are gonna put for the next year, for the 12 next month. Incredible. So this week, we have really the accumulation of all the energies that we could have revealed through all the year, as it's the end of the circle. More than that, it's really by the end of the life of Moses. This is the time where he passes all his understanding about the universe to the Israelites. And here we have like a very interesting text in which he starts his conversation with them being very strict on all the things that might happen if they are not going to connect. And then when he understands that they are overwhelmed, so it's like kind of coming down and speaking with much more mercy, saying, you know what, you don't have to worry. Even if you won't do all of this, still the light will be with you. And more than that, when he continues by saying, you know what, even though you're going to create short circuit and separate yourself from the light, even from those occasions, the light will help you to elevate. Unbelievable. From the extremity to another. And here, with Rav Ashlag and the help of course, of Michael, we can understand like a very important thing from this text. And here we understand really the process of the generation. And it says, like, it's giving an allusion to a rope, yes, that starts very, very thick, and with the generation become more and more thin. And that's this is an allusion to the process that the generation of correction, like this lifetime, is going through. Means that we starting the work, like being very, very far away from that endless light of the Creator, and with the work of the generation, leaded by the light, the space between us and the light becomes thinner and thinner and thinner. So we can understand from that really, no matter what, the process of correction is directed towards being closer to the light. 99% of this process is led by the light. So if it's like this, yes, at the end of the day is really the light pushing the world through the process, being thinner and thinner. At the end of the day, we'll be closer to the light. Okay? Now, so if it's like this, what is our work? Still, we have 1% more of work in this physical world, which is very important. This is the world in which we can make a difference. This is the world in which we are taking the choices and the decisions. The thing is that somewhere, even in the times, we are going to choose to do actions that are separating us from the light, like reactive actions, like things that, you know, we have this feeling of what's right for me to do. But let's say I'm going to choose to do completely the contrary. What's going to happen? So it says by the Kabbalists, don't worry. The light is here really to support you. So like through this negative action, separated action, you will grow. Even though you've done this action, you will grow from this. At the end of the day, there are no mistakes, right? I'm not saying we should. The choices that we want to make, for sure, we want to make them more and more choices of being more of a connection. But if I've done actions, if I fail, if I crashed, I don't want to be hard on myself, because I want to remember, even if I failed, the light was with me at this time and allowed me to learn from this mistake, from this negative or separating choice. More than that, the Kabbalists are helping us to understand a deeper thing. Not only that the light is with us during that time, but this mistake that we have done was necessary for me. Why? Because like this, we got the opportunity and the merit to participate in the global correction of the world, of the physical world and the spiritual world. Thanks to this mistake, and of course, the work of correction of this mistake, okay, of this, let's say, separate, like a choice of separation, okay, I had the opportunity and the merit to correct it. And by this, I helped to open channels of spiritual energy that will be manifested more in this world. There are those spiritual channels that are cut in different places, not only for me, but for the whole world. Each time that I'm going through that process of correction, I'm allowing those global spiritual channels to be open and to bring this world, this physical and spiritual world, to his perfect state. So we will be capable to see more of the revelation of the beauty of that endless light in this physical world. Okay, so one, we're saying not to want ourselves, not to be hard on ourselves, because we know that in those mistakes, the light is really supporting us, so we learn from it and grow. More than that, those mistakes came in purpose to give me the opportunity and the merit to correct and to participate in the correction of the world. Isn't it amazing? The second part, that the energy that I want to refer to in this week, and by the way, we are talking about Nitzavim Vayelech. This is the frequency of this week is the chapter of Nitzavim Vayelech in the Zohar. The second part refers to Dirshu Hashem beimatz'o kir'u be'yoto korov. We need to understand that if we want to, or let's say each time that we wanted to do actions of sharing, of effort, of restriction, that desire is very strange. Because if we are referring to all the parts of us that are desire to receive for the self alone, if it is the physical nature, if it is our reactive nature, all those, like this part of us is so the contrary of the light of the creator, of that infinite energy, that it cannot want to be connected. It doesn't, it's against its nature. This is why, like, it's impossible that the ego or our reactive side, or body consciousness, as we Kabbalists are calling it, will want the light. It's impossible. So how come there is a desire to have more connection to the light being awakened in us? It's how is it possible? And here comes what Michael Berg is explaining in a beautiful way, and I highly suggest to click on the link and to watch his complete video about this. He's explaining, like we started before, that understanding that what leads the world is really the endless light. It's really the beautiful infinite light of the creator. So each time that we got kissed by, touched by this light, it awakened our desire for more of the light. So each time that we had a thought of change, of study, of connecting to the Zohar, or understanding more about the spiritual world, of doing action of sharing, of doing action of changing ourselves, or being more aware of ourselves, or or working yes, working towards our purpose. All of this awaken of desire, it was thanks to the fact that we were kissed by the light. We were awakened by the light. It's it's like touched by the light. That's what awakened our desire. That's what like brought to our memory, there's such a desire, that there's such an energy. I want that. I don't care about now a full plate of pasta or like a whole night yes movies. It's less important for me. Yes, I want light, I want energy, I want endless force. That's what I'm interested about. And those and that energy that is awakened, like bring those thoughts, yes, of doing more actions of sharing, of doing different actions of sharing. So in this week, I really want us to pause for a second and try to remember all those times that we had those thoughts. We had a thought like this, but I disregarded it. Okay, I didn't care about that. I put it aside. I didn't follow it, or I didn't follow it with all my heart. Why do I want to do it? I want to see that, because when I see and when I'm acknowledging those moments, I will be stronger next time that a thought like this is coming. And that will give me a strength to choose, to follow, to run after, and not to miss it. It says like, it is like if we are lost in the forest. Can you imagine? Like we don't know where to go. And then you hear that voice that's calling you, I'm here. Are you gonna stay still and do nothing? Like many times we do. When we have a thought of sharing, or a thought of now you study more, or now you scan Zohar, you have a thought and you put it aside. Or are we gonna run after that voice so we can go out from this forest, or we can find ourselves, right? So the same way, we want to run after that thought or that desire, yes, to do what I was awakened inside, so I will not lose that voice, so I will not lose that light, and I will be capable really to reinforce my connections with the light of the Creator. I don't want to lose. I don't want to miss this opportunity. Okay? Because more I lose opportunity, I separated myself more and more from the light. So I want to take the occasion and run after those opportunities, after this voice, and and go out from the forest. So, and that for the last point, when we are acting in this way, like we said, knowing that is really, I've been touched by the light, even the action itself that we are going to do will be totally different. That action of sharing, of restriction, will be with so much more holiness and appreciation, because we understand it's not like, I chose to do it. No, it's, I've been touched by the light. It's you can imagine if like a king or someone that you really, really appreciate comes to you and is like, hi, are you coming now with me? Yes, of course. I'm preparing myself. I'm going, I'm doing. Yes, but you're not going to say, come tomorrow. I'll see if I come with you, right? So it's the same way. We've been touched by the light in that moment. And therefore, I do want to run after this opportunity. One, not to lose that voice. Two, when we're doing that action, to have like a greater experience from this connection. With this, I want to wish you a very strong and effective week, a week with changes, a week with blessings, which the greatest blessings, stay connected. Have a great week.